What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video on F1 2016 Mobile Career Mode. Today we have episode 13 at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and there's only 3 races to go now at the end of season 1. On screen now is some gameplay from the last race in Japan. Be sure to go check that one out if you haven't seen it already. Finally, Nico Rosberg managed to win his first race, so we have somebody other than Hamilton, who of course won every race except Monaco, where I won. Rosberg finally won in Japan, so will Nico be able to carry that momentum into Abu Dhabi this weekend? There's not much else to say, so let's jump straight into it.
Race here at the Yas Marina circuit will be starting shortly. With the fading lights, strong spotlights will take over, making the Abu Dhabi track a unique racing experience.
So here we are on the grid for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We start from P22 because my first lap in Q1 was invalidated due to track limits. I accidentally cut one of the corners on the lap. So unfortunately we start from the back of the grid. We've got not much to lose, we're not in a championship fight, so let's have a bit of fun. We'll start on the ultra soft tyres as we rev up to 5 red lights for the final few races in season 1. We are underway at the Yas Marina circuit, and it's been a great start for us against some of the back market cars such as the Manor and the Sauber. Into turn 1 there's likely to be lots of carnage. I'm going to take it a little bit easier just to start with to see. In the end I've made contact with the Manor of Verline, and Harrianto's got through as well. In the end, as we go up the hill, I'm still side by side with Felipe Nasr. I decide to let the Brazilian go as we're going to head now down towards the end of the first sector. This is going to be a fantastic place for a dive bomb. There we go! Bob's your uncle. We've made up so many places here. We're up into P15 with a kamikaze dive bomb and a half down the inside of many cars there. And we're now into P15 behind Romain Grosjean onto the back straight. There's lots of long back straights here at the Yas Marina circuit. And as you can see in the wing mirrors, there's a Renault and a Haas trying to get past me. That's Jolly and Palmer and Esteban Gutierrez into the middle sector chicane. I think that's Magnussen there on the outside as well. We're going to let the Renault go, but in the end, he sort of comes across me, and now I've been sandwiched by Rio Harrianto, was on my other side. As onto the back straight we go then. I've got the Renault of Kevin Magnussen in front of me. I'm going to be a little bit faster than the Renault on the straight line. Here we go, we're gaining in the slipstream down towards the heavy braking zone at the end of the straight. There's Grosjean there on the inside. I'm going to try and go round the outside of the Frenchman. In the end I managed to fend off Kevin Magnussen for the time being, and that's a very nice move there, but Gutierrez rather, yeah, that was my bad there, but he suddenly just brake tested me, so I've got a little bit of front wing damage, which is unfortunate for me. But because I'm actually quite confident at this track, I'm actually going to try and hang it out as we see Alonso and Sainz going side by side into the hotel section. For the time being, I'm just going to back out and take a back seat to all the action. But as we move on now to lap number 2, I'm still gaining on Fernando Alonso. In the end, there's still Sainz in front of him. I've pulled a little bit of a gap in front of the cars behind. I'm going to go late on the brakes. Down the inside of Fernando Alonso, I get a warning for a collision. I'm getting the elbows out here, and I'm trying to make my way back through the field after starting from the back of the grid, and we're now up into P14. As I said before, Abu Dhabi is a track where I'm personally really confident, and I think I go well here, especially compared to the AI. Sainz, well, he practically waves me through there as Valtteri Bottas almost waved Max Verstappen through at the real-life Russian Grand Prix in 2021, of course. But now on to lap number 3. I have DRS on the Renault of Palmer, but Carlos Sainz is quick in the straight line. The Toro Rosso goes sailing past. I want to see if I can try and make a dive bomb down the inside. In the end, I decide to try and back out and get a better exit to see if I can maybe get both of them onto the second back straight. I get fantastic traction out of there. We're already past Sainz. We're going to go to the outside line. We're side by side with Jolly and Palmer. We're almost going to be 3 wide now along the back straight. If you look at the mini-map, I'm forced to go out wide. We're going to go the long way around both of them. I've slightly overshot the corner. I'm ahead of Sainz, but Palmer goes through. I've got a 2-second time penalty because apparently that collision was my fault. Palmer still remains ahead, and that's going to remain the fact for the time being at the end of lap number 4. And I'm actually going to call into the pits. I'm going to go in for an undercut, and also I want to get off these tyres and also mainly repair my front wing. Into the pit lane we go then. Anyway, I'm going to alter this setup, and now we're going to wait and see if hopefully the boys can deliver us a good pit stop. Looking in the top left, we're dropping down the order a little bit, P14. I would imagine we're going to come out more or less in last place, but if we're altering the setup, that means we can hopefully be quicker on the straights. That means we can overtake more cars with DRS. 5.4 seconds for the wing change, and now we're going to just see where we emerge from the pit lane. I'm going to try and go for a 2-stop today. I'm going to be even more aggressive, hence why I've switched on to the super soft tyres. There we go out to the pit exit, and where are we going to be? It looks like we might well end up being side by side with somebody. Yes, we are. We're going to be side by side with the manner of Pascal Wehrlein. Wehrlein gets ahead, but I've got a great run on the German on the fresher rubber. I'm wasting absolutely no time. I'm going to send one to the inside, and there we go. We've got back past him, so we've come out in P20, and we're going to see a little time lapse here just to see how quickly I end up dropping the German and how quickly I get back onto the back of Esteban Gutierrez with the DRS on the second back straight down the inside. Gutierrez still on the ultra soft tyres, and there we go. I've got past him. Next up is Jensen Button. On my hit list, I'm following him through the hotel section. Jensen's so slow in that McLaren. He's on a harder compound of tyre on the soft. I'm going to stick my nose in down the inside at the penultimate corner on the right-hander. What a move that is. If I do say so myself, it was brave, it was committed. You don't often see overtakes there in Abu Dhabi, and the best thing about it was a clean move. And now I'm trying to make a triple overtake down the inside of Kvyat, Verstappen and Nasser. They all break for each other, and that just allowed me to somehow find a pathway through all of them. And now I've caught up to Rio Haryanto in the manner. He's going to dive into the pit lane anyway, and hopefully I'm going to absolutely obliterate the final lap there. Thank you for the comment, ORT Racing. Anyway, we do set the fastest lap of 1:37.252, and now we're up into P9, so this undercut has really paid me dividends. And now into P7, I'm going to go down the inside at the last corner on Valtteri Bottas. Bottas manages to stay ahead in that Williams. It's going to be a new fastest lap from me as we start lap number 8, and now I'm still following Bottas through the end of sector 1. I want to try and get past the flying Finn down the inside. There we go again. That's a popular overtaking spot for me. Next on the road, Sebastian Vettel, 4-time world champion in the Ferrari. However, we get to the end of the lap, and I'm going to pull into the pit lane for the final scheduled time today to fit the ultra soft tyres and alter the setup slightly so we can be even quicker on the straights to maybe see if we could better our fastest lap. Quick time lapse of the pit stop there. Anyway, it was a good stop from the boys, 2.499 seconds. We're coming out of the pit lane on the ultra soft tyres in P7 as it stands, but it looks like there's a Red Bull just in front of us. That's Daniel Ricciardo. And in terms of Kvyat, who we made that triple overtake dive bomb on earlier, well, we're already over a pit stop ahead of him, so that's a fantastic sign from me. Anyway, I want to see if I can get the Australian straight away. The Honey Badger's probably going to be a lot slower on the straight because he's on those aging soft tyres, trying to do the one stop. Look at the gaining speed, the advantage of the fresh ultra soft tyres has DRS wide open, and we're going to absolutely breeze past the Red Bull like he's not even there. Into the braking zone, nicely slowed down, and that is P6 on the road. What a brilliant recovery drive this has been from us today, as we're now side by side with Valtteri Bottas on the very next lap. It's going to be a drag race down towards the end of the second back straight. We've got the DRS as we just passed the detection point behind Valtteri. In the end, the Williams is staying behind me, and into the left-hander I managed to get the job done before the brake zone, as we see a time lapse now of me chasing after Sebastian Vettel once again. I've pitted and caught him up. That's a 1:37.0 as the fastest lap for me. I think I can go even faster. Into turn 1, Vettel goes a little bit wide. I've got a fantastic run here. I might try and go up the inside, up the hill. We're going to try and hold it round the outside. Oh, what a move that is. I've never seen anything like that before in my life. The commitment, the fact that we also made the move clean. Oh, that is an incredible overtake, but that is possibly the riskiest overtake I've ever made on this game. As we now move on to Gutierrez getting out of my way. These are just lapped cars now, and we're up into P4 from last on the grid. This has been a brilliant drive from me today. Under the hotel we go at the end of lap 12. I'm really trying to utilise the clean air to my best effect. I've gone a little bit wide through the penultimate corner, but I'm trying to see if I can push like crazy, see if I can obliterate the fastest lap across the line for a 1:35.6. Raikkonen 4 seconds down the road. We've got to catch him by 2 seconds a lap. As quick as we are around here, I don't think it's quite going to be possible. But what a lap that is, showing how good I am round here, how confident I am, how much quicker I am than the AI. But the other story round here is Nico Rosberg wins 2 races in a row in season 1. I've not seen where this has come from. Rosberg is now the double back-to-back winner. He won in Japan, he wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, but from last on the grid, Nico Hülkenberg, Spitfire Gaming, whatever you will, is going to finish P4 on the grid. That was a fantastic drive. I thoroughly enjoyed that race there today. Ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. Rosberg wins ahead of Hamilton by 3.1 seconds. Raikkonen completes the podium. Vettel P5. Palmer scores points for Renault and double points there for McLaren. Also, Verstappen only P20. A very disappointing race for him today. In the Drivers' Championship, it's still pretty bog standard stuff at the bottom end of the table. But meanwhile, as we move closer to the top, I'm still in P6 on 84 points, with a comfortable 33-point barrier over Verstappen. And I'm actually closed up a little bit to Ricciardo today as well. Meanwhile, Rosberg's cementing his P2 status. Mercedes are Constructors' Champions in Season 1. That's mathematically confirmed. And it's likely Ferrari and Red Bull will finish 2 and 3. But Renault and Sauber are now tied on points at the bottom. What a fantastic race that was, guys. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please be sure to like, share and subscribe. Let's get to 250 subscribers. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and join my Discord. Both links are in the description below. And I'll see you guys all next time. Goodbye.